everybody, welcome back to Whiskey Trek. I'm Jackson.
I'm Natalie.
And today, we're not just showing off our new merch, but we're also reviewing whiskey. And finally, this is the last whiskey we're reviewing for our batch content, at least today. Jack Daniel's American Single Malt.
I hope you know these are all surprises to me. I never know what he's about to pull out, and that is not at all what I was expecting. A single malt? This is my favorite. This is the butthole I've been waiting for.
The butthole?
Yes.
This is the butthole you've been waiting for? I know you said bottle.
Thank you.
I know you did, but when you said it so fast, it sounded like butthole.
I'm 6 weeks older than him, and the maturity is showing right now.
Anyway, this is Natalie's current favorite go-to warm-up pour. She has always loved American Single Malts. She has always been a fan of Jack Daniel's, and when this release finally left
The airport?
Yes, it literally for 2 years has been only an airport duty-free release. We finally get it here in America, just on normal shelves. We couldn't help ourselves but pick it up. So, here it is. This is Jack Daniel's American Single Malt. What does that mean? Well, it means it's finished in Oloroso sherry casks. This is important. I don't like sherry. I don't like sherry finished scotch almost ever, unless there's something else going for it. Oloroso sherry is different. Oloroso sherry is not just cooking sherry, it's very high-end sipping sherry. Jack Daniel's knew what they were doing with this. Other than that, it's also 90 proof, and it comes in a liter.
And, look, it's basically my outfit color.
Check out our merch site to get a shirt that matches your Jack Daniel's Single Malt whiskey. Or you can buy something like this, or you can buy something that's red, or you can buy something long sleeve. There's a lot of things you can get. So go check it out. Here we go. Jack Daniel's American Single Malt. Natalie, was the wait worth it?
Yes. I haven't found a single malt that hasn't been worth it. To be fair, I'm just a single malt pour. I'm just gonna put that out there.
She loves her malted barley. Won't lie. Well, this should be interesting. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you go and follow us on Instagram and TikTok as well. Why don't you just, if you're subscribed, hit the notification bell. If you're not subscribed, why aren't you? It's free. And in any case, Jack Daniel's American Single Malt.
For the first time, are you getting tea? I'm getting tea.
Interesting. I see where you're coming from. I associated it with the almond note I get from sherry.
Oh, interesting.
But I can get the tea, there's almond and black tea on the nose.
Yes.
The black tea really comes through as a really subtle black tea. Some black tea is really strong. This is a little bit more on the back end, a little bit more subdued. Maybe you made some black tea just really light, just a lot of water on it or something. Yeah, the more that I think about it, yeah, wow, black tea. There is that sweet nut in there from that almond. There is that black pepper. It's also very soft. Your nose almost feels like it's smelling a pillow, and the way that I mean, it doesn't smell. You know how pillows are soft, that's the way that it enters your nose. That's a really weird thing to say. I don't think that comes across on YouTube, but do you get what I mean? It's not abrasive. There's nothing harsh. There's the peppery note, but it doesn't make the experience tough. The nose, despite the pepperiness, still feels very soft. And here's a Dan Shook one for you. This smells like laying down in bed at grandma's house. Tell me why it doesn't smell like that.
Well, your grandma didn't have a basement, did she?
Well, not my dad's mom, but my mom's mom did.
My mom's mom has a basement. I love the smell of basement.
The basement is the best place to stay. This does not smell like basement.
Oh. Well, I agree. The basement is the best place.
This is like you laid your head on a pillow while Grandma is baking almond cookies with cooking sherry, I guess.
It's funny. I can picture one of your grandmas doing that, not the other.
Not the cooking sherry part, definitely the almond part. Let's go ahead and have a taste. These people are probably freaking tired of my ridiculous rantings. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, this is so weird. It's like, now that I'm on camera, it has completely changed. I've never gotten such strong tea notes before this, and now I can taste the tea too. Like the black tea.
That's okay.
Among other things. I'm just like finding this out for the first time on camera, and it's bizarre.
No, fair. I'll need to taste it again. Up front, I think I get what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think it really differs for me from the nose or from what I remember is it loses a lot of that like really soft, like just lay down in bed kind of marshmallow pillow, like comfort. The sip up front, I think it loses it because it's very thin.
Mm-hmm.
And for something that smells so luscious and soft, you kind of hope the palate reciprocates that. It also doesn't reciprocate any sort of like pepperiness, which is fine. I'm sure a lot of American single malt people love that this would be very bitonal, you know, it's kind of two-tone note kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that complex, but there's literally nothing offensive about it.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, you're right. While you're smelling it again and tasting it again, any honey or oats that you pick up on?
Big time on the oats on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Just when you were talking about that, the finish starts honey, finishes oats, and like it kind of merges into like a steel cut oat because I'm starting to get a little bit of like metallic thing that you can kind of get from some single malts. Yeah. So I get totally what you're saying. What I'm gonna say about this specifically is I said at the beginning of this video, I typically don't like sherry finished single malts, especially from like Scotland. They're not usually my favorite. I think this is better than most of the Scotch like shelf sherry finished things that you could get. Like a lot of those really don't hit the mark for me. And this, it's 90 proof, so it's probably about 2 proof higher. A lot of scotches are going to be 86 or 80 proof, so this is at least 10 to 4 proof higher than you'll find on most scotches. It runs, our 1 liter costs what, $70? So it's about the same price as a scotch. I think the profile is more enjoyable than most like Speyside sherry finished scotches that I've had around the same price range. So if you are a big scotch guy, then I think you'll really enjoy this. If you are a bourbon guy looking to get into scotch, I think that this is a great start because it's not so abrasive about being like a single malt. I mean, like the notes are really there, but there's nothing offensive about it. I think if you're new to single malts, then this is a really good place to at least start and try. You might try it at a bar first. I think $70 for a liter probably comes out to what, like $55 for a 750. I think that's okay. And single malts are more expensive to produce than like normal bourbon, I believe, at least in the United States. And so from that aspect, I think $70 for a liter. I'm gonna say this is a flat B.
I would have to agree with that because it had, it was locked behind airport. Like it was exclusive. It had that allure to it. I had built it up in my head, but now that we have it, I think B is very fair for the price and for the flavor and for what it is. And it's Jack Daniels. I mean, that also comes with a certain level and price tag.
Yeah, it does. And like for instance, I think It's great that this has like a very similar design to the Bonded series that they have. You know, it's got the same wooden cork, which feels very nice. Jack Daniel's always produces quality, and this is just straight good quality. I think it would get a higher grade if at the same price point it was 100 proof or 107 or something that just gave it a little bit more character. But it's an American single malt, and you know what? A huge part of the single malt market is in that under 100 proof range, and it totally fits. So if you're a single malt person, or if you're a Scotch person, and then this fits right there. So you know what? B minus feels right about spot on.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that does it for us tonight. So until next time, until you see us again in the same outfit for 8 videos in a row. Thanks for watching. Catch us next time here at Whiskey Track. Cheers.
Cheers.